Hello, my name is Dan and I'm a 46-year type 1 diabetic. The following suggestions are my contributions to the 2012 DiabetesMine Patient Voice Program. It is easy to become hypoglycemic with no awareness while sleeping. Maggie May, my miniature schnauzer, was my early warning system. She could sniff out the chemical changes on my body at the early onset of a hypoglycemic episode. She'd lick my face to awaken me. The result? No trips to the emergency room. She was my caregiver for the first 9 years. However, she was diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic. With the reversal of our roles, I, as her caregiver, was confronted with techniques which were very similar to the ones that I utilized over 40 years ago. Since 1 in 7 canines are diagnosed as type 1 diabetics, my wish for people designing diabetic tools need to have the opportunity to care for a type 1 diabetic canine. Insulin is the driver for managing diabetes. Let's address the potency of an insulin vial with a simple drip test. Urine tests have built-in delays. The ability to just scan Maggie's body for a direct real-time blood glucose reading would be great improvements for both Maggie and myself. Comparing tools available to those 46 years ago is difficult at best to explain in a succinct response. The changes have been spectacular. However, there is always room for improvements. Looking into the future, one device to do it all is my goal, with a continuous monitoring and control of blood glucose levels. Have continuous blood and ketone meter readings. The continuous meter readings would go directly to the glucostat. Through the utilization of algorithm, directions would be forwarded to the dual pump. The dual pump would respond with materials to pump into the body, insulin to lower blood sugar, or a glucose type material to raise the blood glucose level and return blood glucose to a normal set point. The glucostat would serve as the central point for all data information concerning blood glucose management. Having our A1C and daily blood glucose within a normal range, even during dynamic changes for whatever reason, would greatly enhance the freedom and liberty for a type 1 diabetic. My inspirational dream is to change the management approach for type 1 diabetes. Let's go right to the beginning. Develop pre-diabetic blood screening tests for identification of all rogue changes to the body for type 1 diabetic symptoms. Stop the initiated changes, reverse the rogue processes, and return to a normal non-diabetic functions. Such blood screening could further serve in the discovery and identification of undiagnosed diabetics. I look forward to the start of this program rather than observing the increases in diagnosed type 1 diabetics. Observing Maggie May go through a set of symptoms prior to the diagnosis of her type 1 diabetes was a stunning and an eerie reminder of the same set of symptoms which I encountered over 46 years ago. Let's consider the repair and the adjustments to the biological systems before they break. It is for now that it is time to start a new direction in the management of diabetic care. I look forward to that day.